Yo, what's good, fam lamb? Welcome back to Urban Edge Insights. You did? I be YLW Kooll OneHunnit, and today we'll be talking about the most hard-hitting and realest hood movie ever made. You heard me? Now I'm talking about Menace to Society. You did? Now, y'all, released in 1993 and directed by the Hughes brothers, this film ain't just a movie. It's a raw, unfiltered look at the street life in South Central Los Angeles, you dig? Now, y'all, the Boys in the Hood showed us the consequences of gang life. Menace to Society showed us the inevitability of it, you dig? Now, this movie is tragic, violent, and painfully honest, in my opinion. But before we go any further into this review, y'all, I'm going to give y'all a minute to like, comment, subscribe, and share with anybody who likes good movies or Urban Edge Insights. You dig? Now, y'all, that's all said and done. Let's break it down.
Yo, what's up now, partner?
Sharif. What happened, man?
Get off me! I gotta get Anthony! Get up!
Hold on, get some fucking help, nigga. Man. Get Anthony out of here. Get him out of here. Go get some fucking help, nigga. Now, come on. Fight.
After stomping Arlena's cousin like that, I knew I was gonna have to deal with that fool someday. But damn, I never thought he'd come back like this. Blasting. Like I said, it was funny like that in the hood sometimes. I mean, you never knew what was gonna happen or when. I had done too much to turn back, and I'd done too much to go on. I guess in the end, it all catches up with you. My grandpa asked me one time if I care whether I live or die.
Caine, do you care whether you live or die?
I don't know. Come on, man, let's bail, come on. Yeah, I do. Now it's too late.
Always smoking dope. Fucking if they getting over, got a bunch of coke because the kid the coldest. Ain't changed, I stay the same and maintain it. Safe to say the kid get older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. Can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't focused yet, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket, not promotion. Shout out switching sweet, we rolling. But if we get the op, we gotta throw.
Alright, family, now the story follows Caine, played by Tyrin Turner, a young dude growing up in Watts. Now, his dad was a dealer, his mom was a junkie, so the streets basically raised him, you dig? And in the midst of all of this, Caine is trying to figure out if he can escape the life or if the streets had already got him, you dig?
Smooth as a poet, dropping shit like a pigeon just to let you suckers know it's the grip that I.
Hey, nigga, give up the car right now. Look at your ass, scared straight. Nigga, I'm just tripping with you.
Hey, man, I ain't got time for this shit no more, all right?
What's wrong? Why you acting like a little hoe? Come here.
Where you just coming from, say? Went to the pen to see Pernell, man.
Oh, for real? That nigga get mad at you or what?
He all right.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that boy out there.
Hey, which one of y'all is Caine?
Who is this fool, man?
Who wanna know?
A friend, homie.
Homie, I don't think you know me.
Hey, well, check this out. I'm Alina's cousin, partner. She don't like the way you've been dogging her, and I don't either.
What? We supposed to fight over a bitch?
I think you need to watch who you calling a bitch, partner.
Yeah, and I think you better watch who the fuck you.
Now let's meet his right hand man, O-Dog, played by Larenz Tate, you dig? Now, O-Dog is Caine's homeboy, and he's wild, reckless, and dangerous, y'all. Now, if Caine is the heart of this movie, O-Dog is that ticking time bomb, you dig? And like I said, this movie ain't about glorifying violence, you dig? It's all about showing how easy it is to be consumed by it. And O-Dog shows us that very thing.
What you say about my mama? You feel sorry for who?
I don't want any trouble. Just get out.
The fuck you say about my mama?
I don't want any trouble. Just get out.
You talking shit. Every time I come in this motherfucker, you got something to say.
Now, y'all, let's talk about the characters. We're gonna start with Caine. Now, y'all, Caine is that dude you see everywhere, you dig? He's a product of his environment. He's not a bad person at heart. But the world he's in makes survival a priority over morals, you dig? Next, we got O-Dog. Now, O-Dog, though, he's a straight up psychopath if you ask me. But the scary part is he's young. He's also reckless because he never knew nothing other than what the fuck he's known for, you dig? Now, y'all, Larenz Tate killed this role, and he honestly made O-Dog an iconic hood character in any hood movie. Alright, let's get on to Ronnie. She plays Caine's love interest. Now, Ronnie is played by the beautiful Jada Pinkett Smith, you dig? Now, Ronnie represents that one shot of Caine getting out. She's Caine's hope for something better, but as we know, hope don't always win in the hood. And lastly, we got the directors of this classic, the Hughes brothers. Now, the Hughes brothers came out swinging with this movie, you dig? Now, they was only 20 years old when they made this movie. But I gotta say, the cinematography is gritty and real, the lighting is dark, the violence is up close and personal, and it feels like you're right on their block, you dig? Now, y'all, the soundtrack, straight up fire. With artists like MC8 and Too Short, the soundtrack was pure West Coast gold, you dig? Now, y'all, let's touch on some of the most powerful scenes in this movie. And we're gonna start with the infamous liquor store scene, you dig? Now, y'all, as the movie opens, we are thrown into the liquor store scene. Now, in my opinion, the liquor store scene sets the tone for the whole movie. As the two boys walk in the store, attempting to buy Old English beer, or OE as we call it in the hood, they're harassed by the two store clerks, a man and a woman, who follows them everywhere they go. Now, if Caine is on the chip aisle, the lady's on the chip aisle. O-Dog is on the beer aisle, the lady's on the beer aisle. Now, when they go to purchase what they came in for, things get hectic. The man says some outlandish shit, and O-Dog just snapping so quick, leaving them coming in for a beer, believing out as a murderer and an accessory to murder. Now, that's the difference between life and death in the hood. And I think the movie did really well at showing us that. Now, y'all, another gripping scene is the carjacking scene. Now, if you remember, Caine and his cousin Harold was going to a graduation party. And Caine and Harold end up getting jacked and shot for the BMW Harold was driving. Now, the cycle of violence here felt like it was in real time. Now, as they approached the stop sign, a van of thugs got out and attempted to carjack them. Well, not attempt, they literally carjacked them, hitting Harold in the head and hitting Caine in the shoulder numerous times. Now, it was at this point I really thought it was over for Caine early in the movie, but to my surprise, he was still, he was good. He didn't die. But man, Harold caught the worst of that, and I still feel bad for him. Rest in peace to Harold in real life and on the movie. All right, y'all. Now the final scene that I'm sure everybody was enamored with was the ending of the entire movie. Nah, man, the ending, it hurt because I really wanted to see Caine make it. But the streets always catch up with you in the end, and that's something he said himself. Now, as Ronnie and him and the little boy was preparing to leave for Atlanta, Caine's life catches up with him at the end of his life. He gets shot up a whole bunch of times trying to save a boy. Didn't make it, and the movie at the end was just tragic, y'all. Now, I don't want to give too much away, but I just thought the ending was the icing on the damn cake, man. Alright, now for those of you who didn't see Menace to Society in 1993, or you haven't seen it in a while, let me let you know what you was missing, you dig? Now, we got Caine growing up as a product of his environment, as his dad, played by Samuel L. Jackson, named Tate, is a well-known drug dealer. His mom is a well-known junkie. So Caine eventually grows up in a house full of drugs, violence, murder, alcohol, all kind of shit kids shouldn't be around. Now, Caine's first witness to murder was when he was very young and his daddy was playing cards. And shit went left. A guy did a bank robbery, got out of jail, owed his dad some money, never gave it to him, said some shit that he shouldn't have said, and he got his life taken. Now, that was Caine's first instance at seeing a murder. Now, as he grows up, his dad gets killed at 10. So he moves in with his grandma. Now, a little bit later, his mom is deceased from an OD. So he ends up staying with the grandparents. Now, jump ahead, he graduated from high school just barely at 18 years old while in the cusp of, being a drug dealer. He was mentored by this guy named Pernell. He ended up getting life in prison. So bam, you lose your mama, you lose your daddy, and you lose your mentor. So yeah, the streets raised him. Now, don't get me wrong, Caine has good, faithful grandparents. They in church all the time. They always giving the scripts to him, and they genuinely care about it. And you can see that. But we all know if guidance is coming from somebody within your household, you brush it off and go one end out the other. So that's when he has another mentor, Sharif's dad, Rock, as we all know, Charles S. Dutton, gives him a monumental moving speech about surviving in the streets of Los Angeles, doing what he had to do, and eventually going to Kansas with his son, because his son wanted him to move out with him to Kansas, along with his other friend Stacy. So Caine is hesitant. He don't know about Kansas, which I do understand too. So Charles just tell him survive no matter what you do. Don't end up like your cousin and don't end up in jail. So I guess he heard it. It stuck with him for a little while. Ronnie, Parnell's ex-girlfriend, played by Jada Pinkett Smith, is in there. She has a little 5-year-old son, Anthony, by Parnell, but of course, during life, you can't do nothing for your son. So Ronnie and Caine end up becoming love interests over the years. I'm guessing she like, what, 22, 23? She's older than Caine, that much I know. If her son is 5 years old. Which brings me to what kind of man was Parnell to date a young girl like that? I don't know. It's a rabbit hole, but we're not gonna go there. That's for another video. But long story short, y'all, Ronnie gets a job in Atlanta as a receptionist for her cousin, and she wants Caine to leave Los Angeles and come with her in hopes of saving his life and giving him possibility in his life. So after throwing up a fuss and stubbornness and going back and forth with himself, he eventually agrees to go to Atlanta with Ronnie and Anthony. Now, backtracking, he meets this girl, Alina, at a barbecue in Compton. Swoops down on the bird, get the number, get the digits, do the whoop-de-whoop. Long story short, weeks later, she calls him and says she's pregnant. Now, he just committed to Ronnie, and they going to Atlanta, so of course, he not going to want to hear that. He think the baby not his. He said the Jimmy was on extra tight. And if you know what that means, you know. So she tells her cousin, the homeboy in every movie, who always in some shit. Whether it be Players Club, whether it be Set It Off, whether it be I'll forget his name and I'll put it on the screen for y'all. But he's Alina's cousin. He don't appreciate the way Caine been dissing him. So they fight over the girl. He gets his ass whooped, stomped out. So of course his ego is bruised. So he calls up his homies. They click up, load up, and ride over there to Ronnie's house. And we all know how that ended. A drive-by is a drive-by, y'all. Now, the moral of this story to me was you doing too much to go on, yet you doing too much to stay where you at. So Caine, to me, obviously was conflicted about his life. He had good people in his life like Ronnie, Anthony, Mr. Dutton, his grandparents, but he lost the figures he was used to, like his mom, his dad, Parnell, his cousin Harold. You know? So in my mind, he's having a tug of war with himself, like, should I leave the hood or should I stay in the hood? Because, you know, this is all I know. And if I go somewhere new, I'm going to stick out. I mean, we all had that. We've been scared to start new and fresh in a new environment we never been exposed to. So that's the gist of the movie. Caine is on a downward spiral. Even though he has good people in his corner, he's still stuck in the street life, y'all. But overall, I hope I summed that up pretty good for y'all. But I thought it was a good movie. It was one of my favorite movies, and I grew up on that movie, such as other movies, y'all. So I think Menace to Society was pretty good. It was rawer than Boys in the Hood, because Boys in the Hood to me was like a warning. Don't do this, don't do that. Menace to Society was your consequences of if you ignored Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying? And I forget which one came first. I believe Boys in the Hood came first. But Menace to Society really stuck with me. And if you agree with me, let me know down in the comments, y'all. Now, y'all, like I said, Menace to Society was just more than a hood movie. It was a statement. It was about how hard it is to be, you know, honest in this world. About how hard it is to break free from a life you didn't choose. How hard it is to break free from the people who mean you the most harm. You dig? Stuff like that. And O-Dog is the menace. Yes, I say the old dog was the menace of the movie, but the real villain is the system that created old dog. Now, y'all, this movie came out over 30 years ago, but the message still hits to this day. That's why, to me, it's timeless, you dig? So let me know down in the comments what y'all think. Was Caine doomed from the start, or could he have made it out? Drop it down in the comments, hit that like bell, hit that subscribe button, and if you're rocking with this review, make sure you subscribe, you dig? And let me know down in the comments if you want me to do a separate video on Menace Society, targeting each character like I did my dead presidents, because I would love to do that. But I just need to know if y'all want to do that, you dig? But other than that, fam, I'm out this thing. I need y'all to stay safe out there. Let me know what you thought of this review. I didn't hit all the points I wanted to, but I will be doing a second video targeting every character in this movie. And we're going to get more in-depth in it, you dig? But like I said, this is YLW Kooll OneHunnit. I appreciate you joining Urban Edge Insights. I hope you enjoyed my brief Menace Society insight. And yes, I give Menace Society, for anybody who's asking, a 10 out of 10. So yeah, y'all, that's it for this video. I appreciate everybody for being here. I salute the Hughes brothers. Menace Society was a classic, and there would be no other, y'all. Well, all right, y'all, I'm out of here. Y'all stay safe out there. It's your man Kooll OneHunnit. Thanks for joining Urban Edge Insights. And I'll see y'all on my next video. Let me know down in the comments what y'all thought, what y'all want to see. And we'll pick it up after that, you dig? I'm just trying to keep it going. But this is YLW Kooll OneHunnit, and I'm out this thing. See y'all on the next video.
Ain't changed, I stay the same and maintain it. Safe to say the kid get older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't focused yet, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket out promotion. Shout out Sushi Sweet and keep me rolling. But if we get the op, we gotta smoke. Round with Drake, like we OVO. I got some rats and I want some. Still got them pass in the hood, call it give and go. Keep a nigga, man.